Before we get into it, let me show you some of the reviews people have left for the DJI Neo 2 on Amazon, because sometimes buyers just get it. 5 stars, quote, "This thing flew out of the box and started filming before I even read the instructions. I now have 47 minutes of footage of my own confused face." Okay, 5 stars, quote, "My toddler saw it hovering and now calls it the flying eye. She refuses to do anything suspicious. Best parenting tool I never knew I needed." Valid, 1 stars, quote, "1 stars. I bought this to film scenic landscapes. It found my neighbor's trampoline and just stayed there. Fair enough, 5 stars, quote, "So small and quiet that I lost it 3 times in my own backyard. It found ME first. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, 2 stars, quote, 2 stars. My dog chased it for 20 minutes and now she has more cardio than me. This drone destroyed my self-esteem, noted. 5 stars. Quote, I used it to film my proposal. She said yes. DJI Neo 2 has a better success rate than my therapist. Respect." Alright, let's actually get into the DJI Neo 2 review. Here's something nobody told you about the DJI Neo 2. It might be the first drone you actually take with you everywhere. Not because it's the most powerful drone on the market, not because it shoots the prettiest footage, but because at 151 grams and $260, it has quietly eliminated every excuse you ever had for leaving your drone at home. So here's the short version for anyone in a rush. The DJI Neo 2 is a genuinely impressive little machine that earns a 4.4 out of 5. It shoots 4K at 60 frames per second. It has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, and it can follow you around hands-free without ever touching a controller. The battery life in the real world is closer to 11 or 12 minutes rather than the 19 DJI advertises. Low light footage is rough and wind is not its friend. But for beginners and casual creators in 2026, it is almost impossible to beat at this price. Now let's dig into the details. Opening the box, the first thing you notice is just how small this drone actually is. You've seen the photos online, but holding it in your hand is a different experience entirely. It's genuinely palm-sized, and at 151 grams it feels almost toy-like, until you power it up. The build quality is better than you expect at this price point. The plastic feels solid rather than cheap, the propeller arms lock in with a satisfying click, and the finish looks clean and professional. Inside the box you get the drone itself, one standard battery, a USB-C charging cable, a set of spare propellers, and some documentation. What you do not get is a remote controller in the base package, and that is something we will talk about shortly because it matters. First impressions, though, are genuinely positive. This thing looks like a proper DJI product, not a budget afterthought, and that sets a good tone before you even fly it. Let's talk specs, and I promise to keep this in plain English. First, the camera. The Neo 2 uses a 1/2-inch sensor shooting 4K at up to 60 frames per second. That sensor size is a meaningful step up from what you'd find on cheaper mini drones, and 4K at 60 FPS gives you smooth footage with room to slow things down in post if you want that cinematic feel. Second, obstacle avoidance. This drone has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, meaning it has sensors in multiple directions to help it avoid hitting things. For beginners, this is huge. It doesn't make you invincible, but it gives you a real safety net while you're learning. Third, follow me modes. The Neo 2 has several autonomous flight modes, including hands-free follow me, which means you can literally launch it from your hand, tell it to track you, and it will do exactly that without a controller in sight. That is remarkable at this price. Fourth, weight and regulations. At 151 grams, this sits right at the edge of many regulatory thresholds in various countries, including the US, which makes registration requirements simpler for many casual users. Always check your local rules, but the weight is clearly a deliberate design choice. Fifth, controller situation. Base flight is possible via smartphone or gesture controls, but for full range and proper manual control, you'll want the optional digital transceiver module, which adds around $45 to your total. Keep that in mind when budgeting. Sixth, battery. DJI says 19 minutes. Real world, you're looking at 11 to 12 minutes of actual flying. More on that in a moment. Flying the Neo 2 in daily real world conditions is where it either wins you over or loses you, and honestly, it wins most people over pretty quickly. Launch is effortless. You can throw it up from your palm and it stabilizes almost instantly. The autonomous follow me tracking is smooth and surprisingly accurate. If you're hiking, cycling, or just walking around and want cinematic footage of yourself without a camera crew, this thing genuinely delivers. In good daylight conditions, the 4K footage looks excellent. Colors are punchy, stabilization handles gentle movement well, and the 60 FPS option gives you flexibility in editing. Flight itself feels stable and responsive when conditions cooperate. Now the caveats. Wind is the Neo 2's kryptonite. At 151 grams, anything beyond a light breeze, we're talking enough to make a flag flutter, starts causing noticeable stability issues. You'll see it fighting to hold position, and your footage will show it. This is not a drone for breezy afternoons or coastal locations on a gusty day. Plan around it. Battery life is the other honest conversation. 11 to 12 minutes of actual flight time with follow me mode active is the reality. DJI's 19-minute figure assumes calm conditions and minimal smart features running. Buy a second battery before your first outing. Consider the aftermarket 3300 mAh extended option if you want more airtime per session. 3 genuine strengths worth highlighting. First, the obstacle avoidance at this price point is genuinely remarkable. Omnidirectional sensing on a $260 drone would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. For beginners who are still developing their spatial awareness in the air, having sensors watching in multiple directions is the difference between a close call and an expensive crash. It is not foolproof, but it is a meaningful safety net that builds confidence fast. Second, the hands-free operation is a genuine game changer for solo content creators. Being able to launch from your palm, activate a follow me mode, and walk away knowing the drone is tracking you, all without a dedicated controller, opens up shooting possibilities that used to require either a second person or a much more expensive rig. Hikers, cyclists, travel vloggers, and outdoor enthusiasts are going to get real value from this feature on day one. Third, the sheer portability changes your habits in the best way. Because it weighs next to nothing and fits anywhere, you actually bring it. The best drone footage is the footage you capture because you had the drone with you, not the stunning shots you missed because the big drone was too inconvenient to pack. The Neo 2 solves the biggest problem most drone owners have, which is that they leave it at home. Let's be straight about the real limitations here because they matter depending on how you plan to use this drone. First and most significantly, low light performance is a genuine weak point. The 1/2-inch sensor, while impressive for the price in daylight, struggles badly once the light drops. Sunset and dusk footage gets noisy and soft quickly. True night footage is essentially unusable. If you're planning golden hour shots, you'll be cutting it close, and if evening or night flying was part of your vision for this drone, you should seriously reconsider or look at something with a larger sensor. Second, the wind sensitivity is a real operational limitation, not just a minor inconvenience. At 151 grams, moderate wind conditions will noticeably affect your footage quality and your flight confidence. This isn't a drone you can fly year-round in every weather condition. If you live somewhere reliably breezy, you will hit this wall regularly and it will frustrate you. Third, the controller situation requires upfront clarity. Flying via smartphone works, but range is limited and the experience is less precise than a proper controller. To unlock the full potential of this drone, you're adding the digital transceiver module and a compatible remote, which pushes your total cost meaningfully higher than the $260 headline price. That's not a deal breaker, but it is something to factor into your actual budget before you buy. Real buyers have a lot to say about the Neo 2, and it's a pretty entertaining mix. One reviewer wrote, "I've had this drone for 3 weeks. My footage looks like a film student who actually knows what they're doing. I do not know what I'm doing. 5 stars. That pretty much captures the beginner experience with this thing." Another buyer noted, "Battery life is the only thing that keeps me from giving this a perfect score. 11 minutes goes faster than you think when you're having fun. I bought 3 batteries, no regrets." That is genuinely useful advice from someone who learned the hard way. And then there is this one, which is just pure honesty. "My dog is more aerodynamic than this thing in wind. Sunny, calm days, absolute magic. Anything else, stay home." Funny, but also a legitimate warning that backs up everything we covered in performance. The common thread across most buyer feedback is that in the right conditions, the Neo 2 over-delivers for the price in a way that genuinely surprises people. So where does that leave us? The DJI Neo 2 earns its 4.4 out of 5. Buy it if you are a beginner who wants a genuinely capable drone without a steep learning curve, a solo content creator who needs hands-free follow-me footage on a real budget, or someone who wants a lightweight everyday carry drone that complements a bigger setup. Skip it if you need reliable low-light or night footage, if you regularly fly in windy conditions, or if you want a single drone that does absolutely everything at a professional level. The Neo 2 is not that drone, but for what it is, an accessible, portable, surprisingly smart little flyer, it might be the best value in consumer drones right now. Drop a comment below, worth it or skip it for your situation? I read every single one. If this review saved you some time or some money, hit the like button because it genuinely helps the channel, and subscribe if you want an honest, no fluff review like this one dropping every single week. See you in the next one.